everybody, Randy here in the Eastwood Garage. Today I'm here with Andy, product manager for our metal fab tools. As you can see, we have our brand new Eastwood Elite Bead Roller, the first product in our Elite line. It's an industrial design for the DIY guy, but the great part is it's about half the price of our competition. So Andy, can you tell me a little bit about it and maybe show me how to use it?
So what we ended up doing was we took the feedback from the customer and then what we've done in the past in R&D, the modifications we did, and we brought it to life. So one of the things that we did was we ended up welding on a socket to the top. That way we could use a ratchet, or it's easier to turn for the tightening down for your tension. We also did some modifications for the lock right here. So we made the entire thing a toolless design. That way you don't have to sit there with a wrench, you don't have to sit there with any other tool to be able to work this thing. You have all the pieces you need. We also got feedback that we'd like a stronger unit, deeper throat, higher capacity. And we did all those things with this unit. Instead of being just one single plate design that flexes back and forth or up and down, dual plate design, longer throat, actually linked together, multiple bolt faces, and it actually doesn't move nearly as much as anything on the competition. Like you said, at half the price. This is a fabricated design, so like you see, it's all bolt together, serviceable in every single place. You have a large handle, that way it's easier to grab, not just a small little thing that you're going to be really pushing on. And right out of the gate, we gave you the same exact size shafts as our original design. That way you can use all the different dies that are out in the market today that we sell, other guys sell. We give you probably the most versatile set of dies out of the gate with this. It's not just a bead roller that comes without any dies. This is our offset dies. They can do tons of different things. And instead of just being locked into a certain offset, you can adjust this by the amount of turns that you tension it down to.
Okay, so if you want to get another set of dies, you could get ones to do flanges, ones to roll beads.
Correct.
Like if you're doing floor pans or wheel tubs.
Anything. Any dies that are the 7/8 shaft, that's what you see here. Which we have our forming dies, we have our bead dies, the same exact dies that come on our small bead roller currently today. They can all fit on this. So if you already have one of our bead rollers and you buy this for the higher capacity and higher strength, you can use all your original dies on this unit.
So I know you've been using this a lot lately. Can you tell me some of the stuff you've made and show me how to use it?
Yep, so we made a tailgate for a pickup truck. We made a heater delete panel for a 67 Camaro that we have here in the shop. We also made a headliner for a truck also.
Yeah, for Ryan's trucks. So.
Yep, and a handful of other small panels here and there, but those are the large substantial panels that really showcase the capacity of this bead roller.
All right, well let's check out some of that footage and you can show us how it works.
Sounds good.
Let's start with the pickup truck tailgate Andy recently fabricated and show how he did it using the Elite Bead Roller. The first thing you want to do is use a scrap piece of metal to determine the depth you want to set in the piece. When you have the correct depth, loosen the handle, counting the turns as you go so you can reset that depth to the exact measurement. It's also good to use a test piece to make sure the offset is tipping the metal in the direction you want. If not, you'll need to turn the piece over or swap the dies. With the design drawn on the metal, Andy inserted it into the bead roller. Turn the handle to adjust the depth of the offset. The dies can also be moved in and out away from each other to adjust the width of the offset. You can now start tipping the edge with the offset dies. Andy started on a straight section just before a curve so it would be easier to connect when he came around. Be sure to slow down as you approach the radius. Cody likes to tap the handle to make sure he's moving slowly and only rolling a small section at a time. The large handle gives you leverage to make turning the handle easy, giving you the precision you need to make perfect beads not only during long straight runs, but also around corners. The large 27-inch throat allows you to form panels like this tailgate or even large floor pans because the metal has room to turn in the large throat. The heavy construction means the bead roller isn't flexing up and down and will maintain the exact depth throughout the entire piece. Cheaper bead rollers will often flex and won't be able to maintain the exact depth you need. In a few minutes, Andy and Cody have made a panel for a truck tailgate that looks great and has added strength. He also made a headliner insert for Ryan's 1979 Ford truck. To keep the weight down, he used aluminum for this project. He followed the same process as the tailgate, setting the depth and rolling the design. And the large throat allowed us to make this panel in a single piece. It is possible with smaller bead rollers, but you would have to weld the pieces together, which makes it more difficult. If you're looking to buy one bead roller that has the size and strength to handle nearly every job on a restoration, this is the one for you. And the fact you can continually upgrade and get other dies like bead roller dies or flanging dies, which are great for making floor pans, or forming dies, which will allow you to take the bead roller to the next level and use it to actually fabricate parts like fender flares, trans tunnels, or dash inserts. Well, thanks again, Andy, for showing us the Elite bead roller. I mean, you can just tell by looking at it how sturdy this is.
Yeah, based on the capacity of 27-inch throat, you can get to the center of a 54-inch panel, which means you could actually do a truck bed from start to finish. And double 3/8 plate, extra strength, extra capacity, extra versatility with the tool's design.
Yeah, and I mean, a very industrial design for about half the price of the competition. So for more information on the Eastwood Elite bead roller, click the link to visit eastwood.com.